Okay, I'm going to show you some muscle movements to review with you. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is abduction. So in your fingers, it's like this, abduction, big angles, far apart. Okay, all right, when I'm showing my arms, abduction. Okay, abduction. I can remember it is you're going to abduct someone. Okay, so abduction, big angle, abduction. Okay. Adduction is the opposite. So this was abduction, adduction, abduction, adduction. My arms, abduction, adduction, abduction, adduction. All right, now let's look at extension and flexion. So in my neck, this is flexion, extension, flexion, extension. This is hyperextension going past anatomical position, right? But I can show you fingers. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension. With my elbow, flexion, extension, extension. Okay, flexion, bringing the body parts closer together, bending them. Extension, bringing the body parts further apart, straightening. Okay, elevation and depression. Mostly we're going to think about scapula, elevation, depression, elevation, depression. Also with your mandible, depression, elevation, depression, then elevation will be back up. Okay, elevation, depression. All right, pronation and supination. So looking at my hands the way they are right now, this would be pronation, supination. How can you tell? Give me some soup. Okay, so pronation, supination. Okay, supination, give me soup. Pronation, supination, pronation, supination, pronation. Okay, now let's look at rotation. Okay, so for my neck, this is rotation. Okay, moving on an axis. Now we have medial rotation. So here, if I have my arm like this lateral rotation away from the midline, medial rotation. Lateral rotation, medial rotation. I don't have to have my arm extended, so lateral rotation, medial rotation, lateral rotation, medial rotation. Do the same thing with legs. Okay, so lateral rotation, medial rotation. Now circumduction, making circles. Okay, circumduction. It doesn't have to be that big, just small. Okay, it's a whole bunch of movements all in one. All right, opposition, reposition. So looking at your hands, opposition is this, touching fingers, reposition back like this. Opposition, reposition, opposition, reposition, opposition, reposition, opposition, reposition. Okay, opposition, reposition. Okay, hopefully that helps, because when we're doing our activity and looking at FortNite dances, you're going to need to look at movements and recognize those motions. Okay, you're going to have to recognize just 4. So there's a whole list. You just need 4.